Hello dear students, how are you? I am Vivek Sharma, your mathematics teacher. I teach class 10 in your school. In last video lecture, we have studied about the criteria for similarity of triangles, and on the basis of this, we have done our exercise 6.3. In this video lecture, we will study about the new topic of this chapter, areas of similar triangles. It's a theorem in itself in this chapter, but the proof of this theorem has been directed in the current year. So we will study about the concept of this theorem only, and we will study some questions on the basis of this topic. So before starting this, please like, share and subscribe my YouTube channel. So let us come on the topic. Its statement is the ratios of the areas of two similar triangles is equal to the ratio of squares of any two corresponding sides. Again I am repeating, the ratios of the areas of two similar triangles is equal to the ratios of squares of any two corresponding sides. What is the meaning of it? Let us come to understand the statement. Here we have two triangles, let triangle ABC and triangle DEF. We have two triangles. Now these two triangles are similar to each other. If the two triangles are similar to each other, then the ratios of the areas of two similar triangles means the ratios of the of two similar triangles is the ratio of area of triangle ABC by area of triangle DEF is equal to the ratio of square of any two corresponding sides. Means the ratio of areas of two similar triangles, that is area of triangle ABC by area of triangle DEF, is equal to AB square by DE square equal to AC square by DF square equal to BC square by EF square, any two corresponding sides. The actual meaning of this theorem is that when we have two triangles and two triangles are similar, then the ratios of the areas of two triangles is equal to the square of any two corresponding sides. This is the actual meaning of this theorem. Now let us come on the example. Here we have a one question, let triangle ABC similar to triangle DEF and their areas be respectively 64 cm square and 121 cm square. If EF equal to 15.4 cm, find BC. So let us come. Here we have a triangle ABC and we have a triangle DEF. The areas of both triangles are given, but in the question both triangles are similar. So in given we write triangle ABC similar to triangle DEF. We have to find BC this side. So in the solution, as we have given that triangle ABC similar to triangle DEF, so by using the theorem of area of similar triangles, we know that if two triangles are similar, so the areas, the ratios of areas of two similar triangles is equal to the square of any two corresponding sides. So on the basis of this concept, we write as area of triangle ABC by area of triangle DEF equal to, we want this side, so this is the square of the ratios of any two corresponding sides. So we write as area of triangle ABC by area of triangle DEF equal to BC square by EF square. On putting values, here we get the side BC equal to 11.2 cm. We start our exercise 6.4, which is based on the concept of the theorem of areas of similar triangles. So let us come on the question number 2. Diagonals of a trapezium ABCD with AB parallel to DC intersect each other at the point O. If AB is equal to 2 times of CD, find the ratios of the areas of triangles AOB and COD. Here in the question we have the figure trapezium ABCD. So first of all we draw a ABCD, which is a trapezium. Here AC is the diagonal and BD is the diagonal which intersect each other at the point O, and here AB is parallel to CD, which is given, and in the question we have given AB equal to twice of CD. We have written all the things in the given. We have to find the ratios of the area of triangle AOB by area of triangle COD. This is the triangle AOB and this is the triangle COD. So here let us come on the solution. As ABCD is the trapezium, AB is parallel to CD. So let us look in the triangle AOB and in the triangle COD. Now here as AB is parallel to CD, so in that case AC is the transversal, so in that case angle 1 is equal to angle 2, alternate interior angles. Similarly again, as AB is parallel to CD and BD is the transversal, so angle 3 is equal to angle 4, alternate interior angles. So in that case, by A similarity, both triangles are similar. As we know that when both triangles are similar, so by the theorem of areas of similar triangles, the ratios of areas of two similar triangles is equal to the square of the ratios of corresponding sides. So we write this in the form area of triangle AOB by area of triangle COD is equal to the square of the corresponding sides of two triangles AB by CD the whole square, and we consider it as a first. Now in the given as AB equal to twice of CD, so we consider it as a equation number second. We use equation number second in first. Finally we get our answer area of triangle AOB by area of triangle COD is equal to 4 by 1, which is the required on the question number 4. If the areas of two similar triangles are equal, we have to prove that these two triangles are congruent. In the question, two triangles are similar and the areas of two similar triangles are equal. It is given. For this, we have to prove that these two triangles are congruent. So let us come on the solution. First, we draw triangle ABC and triangle PQR, these two triangles. In the given, we write the above condition. Triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR and the areas of both triangles are equal. We have to prove both triangles are congruent. So let us come on the proof. As the triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR, so by using the theorem of areas of similar triangles, we get the following relations. Now we consider it as a first equation, as the area of triangle ABC is equal to area of triangle PQR, it is given. We consider it as equation number second. We use equation number second in first. Finally we get 1 equal to, after solving, AB square by PQ square equal to BC square by QR square. So we can write this as 1 equal to AB square by PQ square, and finally we get AB equal to PQ, and we consider it as equation number third. Similarly we take 1 equal to BC square by QR square, and on solving we get BC equal to QR, and we consider it as equation number 4. Now as we have to prove triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR, so let us come in these two triangles, in triangle ABC and triangle PQR. As we have proved that above AB equal to PQ, similarly here angle B equal to angle Q, because triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR, so by CPST corresponding parts of similar triangles are also equal, so that's why angle B equal to angle Q. And we have proved that BC equal to QR, proved above from equation number 4. So by SAS congruence rule, we can say that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR, which is the question number 5. D, E and F are respectively the midpoints of sides AB, BC and CA of triangle ABC. Find the ratios of the areas of triangle DEF and triangle ABC. For this, first of all, we draw a triangle ABC. Here D is the midpoint of AB, E is the midpoint of BC, and F is the midpoint of C. So here we join these midpoints, we get a triangle DEF. In the given we write all the informations. To find, we know that in the equation we have to find the ratios of triangle DEF and area of triangle ABC. Now let us come to the solution. If we look in the triangle ABC, so as D is the midpoint of AB and E is the midpoint of BC. So when we join the line DE, as we have joined earlier, so by midpoint theorem we get a line DE which is parallel to the AC, and this line DE is half of AC, and by midpoint theorem the line joining the midpoints of the sides of a triangle is parallel to the third side and equal to the half of it. Again I am saying here DE will be parallel to AC, and here D is half of AC by midpoint theorem. We consider it as equation number first. Similarly in triangle ABC, as E is the midpoint of BC and F is the midpoint of AC, on joining this EF, so here we get a line EF which is parallel to AB, and this line EF is half of EB by midpoint theorem. We have written all these things and we consider it as equation number second. Now let us come in the quadrilateral ADEF. As DE is parallel to AC, so we can say that AF will be parallel to DE, AF will be parallel to DE, as DE is parallel to AC from first, and here as EF is parallel to AB, so we can say that AD will be parallel to EF. AD will be parallel to AF, EF is parallel to AB from second equation. So we can say that a quadrilateral in which the opposite sides are parallel, so that quadrilateral will be parallelogram. So we can say that by this ADEF is a parallelogram. In a parallelogram, opposite angles are equal. So here angle A will be equal to angle E, and we consider it as equation number 3rd. Similarly, we can prove BEFD as a parallelogram, and by this we can say that angle B will be equal to angle F, as opposite angle in the parallelogram are equal. So angle B equal to angle F, and we consider it as equation number 4. Now as we have to find the areas of triangle DEF and triangle ABC, so before it we have to prove that both triangles are similar. So for this we take triangle DEF and triangle ABC, as we have proved above that angle A is equal to angle E and angle B equal to angle F. So by A similarity criteria, both triangles will be similar. And when the triangles are similar, so we can apply the theorem of area of similar triangles. We get this relation. And finally, here in this equation we replace CA, as we know that from the first equation that D is half of AC or CA. So we can write twice of DC is equal to AC. So we replace here CA. We get area of triangle DEF by area of triangle ABC equal to DE square by twice of DE whole square. We get this relation. Finally, we get the area of triangle DEF by area of triangle ABC equal to 1 by 4, which is the required. Now let us come on the another topic of this chapter number 6, which is Pythagoras theorem. Here we will study this Pythagoras theorem with proof. The converse of Pythagoras theorem proof has been deleted from the course. So we will not study the converse of Pythagoras theorem proof. So let us come on the Pythagoras theorem with proof. Its statement is, in a right angle triangle, the square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares of the other two sides. Here, first of all, in the statement we have a right angle triangle. We know that in a right angle triangle, here I am drawing this triangle. This is the hypotenuse, this is a perpendicular, this is the base, as we know that. So it is talking about the right angle triangle, that the square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares of the other two sides. First of all, we draw a triangle, right angle triangle. Here angle B is the right angle. Given ABC is a right angle triangle in which the angle ABC is 90 degree. We have to prove that the square of the hypotenuse, so here AC is the hypotenuse, is equal to the square of the other two sides. Means we have to prove that the AC square equal to AB square plus BC square. We have to prove this. So for this we do construction. We draw a DD perpendicular to AC. Now let us come on the proof of this theorem. First of all, we look in the triangle ADB and in the triangle ABC. Here angle is common in both triangle, as DAB is equal to CAB common, and here angle ADB is equal to angle ABC, both are 90 degree. So by similarity criteria we can say that both triangles are similar. By CPST, corresponding parts of similar triangle, we write as AD by AB equal to AB by AC, and finally we get AB square equal to AD multiplied AC, and we consider it as equation number 1st. Similarly, we just see in the triangle CDB and in the triangle CBA. So here angle DCB equal to angle DCA common. Here this angle is common in both triangle, and here again angle CDB and CBA, both are 90 degree. So by a similarity we can say that both triangles are similar, and again by CPST we can write this, and we get a relation BC square equal to CD multiply AC. We consider it as equation number 2nd. On adding first and second, we get this AB square plus BC square equal to AD multiply AC plus CD multiply AC. Here we get AC common from the RHS part. We get AC multiply AD plus CD. So here AD plus CD is equal to AC. So here we get AC multiply AC, and finally we get AB square plus BC square equal to AC square, or we can write AC square equal to AB square plus BC square, which is the required. So now let us start our exercise 6.5, question number 2. PQR is a triangle right angle at P and M is a point on QR such that PM is perpendicular to QR, show that PM square equals to QM into MR. So here as PQR is a right angle triangle at P, so here this is the triangle PQR and here angle P is the 90 degree. As here M is a point on QR, so M is a point such that on PM is perpendicular to QR. So let us come on the solution. As we have to prove PM square equal to QM into MR. So let us in the proof. First of all we look in the triangle PQM. Here by angle sum property we write angle PQM plus QPM plus angle PMQ is equal to 180 degree. So here angle PQM is angle 4 plus angle 3 plus 90 degree equal to 180 degree, and we consider as equation of first from the figure. Similarly in triangle PQR we apply the angle sum property, as the sum of three angles of a triangle is 180 degree. On applying this we get angle 1 plus angle 4 plus 90 degree equal to 180 degree, and we consider it as equation number second. So from first and second, here we get the relation angle 3 equal to angle 1 or angle 1 equal to angle 3, and we consider it as equation number third. Now let us come in the triangle PRM and in the triangle PQM. As angle 1 equal to angle 3, which we have proved above from equation number third. Similarly angle PMR equal to angle PMQ, both is 90 degree. So by AA similarity criteria both triangle are similar. On applying by CPST corresponding parts of similar triangles we get PM by RN equal to QM by PM. Finally we get PM square equal to QM into MR, which is the required. ABC is an isosceles triangle right angle at C. Prove that AB square is equal to twice of AC square. We draw a triangle ABC which is an isosceles triangle. Here AC is equal to BC and here it is right angle at C. In the given we write this, and we consider AC equal to BC as first equation. We have to prove AB square equal to twice of AC square. So on applying the Pythagoras theorem, here we get AB square equal to BC square plus AC square, and we consider it as equation number second. Use equation number first. In second we get our desired result, AB square equal to twice of AC square, which is the required answer. Now let us come on question number 6. ABC is an equilateral triangle of side 2A. Find each of its altitude. First of all we draw our triangle ABC which is an equilateral triangle, and the side of this triangle is equal to 2A. So here is the given, as it is an equilateral triangle, so AB equal to BC equal to AC, and all are equal to 2A. We have to find the altitude AD. So let us come on the solution. As we know that by the concept that the altitude of an equilateral triangle bisects the base. So here we get BD equal to DC, which is equal to A. Here I have given the explanation of this. So we apply the Pythagoras theorem in the triangle ABD. We get AB square equal to BD square plus AD square. As we want AD, so we write AD square equal to AB square minus BD square. On putting all the values, here we get the value of AD is equal to root 3A, which is the question 7. Prove that the sum of the squares of the sides of a rhombus is equal to the sum of squares of its diagonals. First of all we draw a rhombus ABCD. Here BD and AC are the diagonals. So in the given we write ABCD is the rhombus. We have to prove AB square plus BC square plus CD square plus AD square equal to AC square plus BD square. So let us come on the proof. As we know that the diagonals of a rhombus bisect each other at 90 degree. So here OA equal to OC, OD equal to OB. We write this. Also OA is half of AC. Similarly OD is half of BD. We consider it as a first equation. And here angle AOB, angle BOC, angle COD and angle AOD all are equal to 90 degree. Now let us come in the triangle AOB. You can take another triangle. I am taking this. So here in this triangle angle AOB is 90 degree. By using the Pythagoras theorem we get AB square equal to OA square plus OB square, or AO square plus BO square. So as using the first equation, in this equation we get AB square equal to half of AC square plus half of BD square. On solving, here we get 4 times of AB square equal to AC square plus BD square. We can write 4 times of AB square as AB square plus AB square plus AB square plus AB square equal to AC square plus BD square. We consider it as equation number second. As we know that by the concept that all sides of a rhombus are equal, so here we get our equation number third. Here AB equal to BC equal to CD equal to DA. Using this equation third and second, we get AB square plus BC square plus CD square plus AD square equal to AC square plus BD square. Hence proved. I hope which is the required. You have understood the concept of areas of similar triangles and the Pythagoras theorem in this video lecture. Please do the exercise 6.4 remaining questions and exercise 6.5 these questions, and revise the previous exercises also. Please take care of yourself and of your family members. If you feel any problem, you can write in the comment box of my YouTube channel. Please follow the Vivex classes for your